Shabbat Shalom and welcome everybody. It's really wonderful to be with you in this way. I'm thinking a lot, like we all are, about this crazy time in which we are more apart than we have ever been, and also it's more possible to be together in different ways for sure, but together than ever before. I've been watching concerts out of my favorite rock stars' houses. I've been zooming into Shabbat services taking place all over the country. And the hundreds of us who have joined for this service would not necessarily have been able to be in the same room, but we are able to be linked up to sing together, to pray together, to welcome in Shabbat together. So it's impossible at the start of a moment like this not to feel a little bit of sadness for not being able to be physically in one another's presence, but also there is a great deal of joy in being able to be connected with all of you in this way, to be able to share in Shabbat together. I want to thank you for being a part of this. It makes me feel less alone in this time, and I'm looking forward to welcoming Shabbat with song and with Torah and with our presence shared through this medium. We're going to be praying the Kabbalat Shabbat service, the service which welcomes in Shabbat. There is a link on the YouTube Live page in the chat that will link you to the Lev Shalem Cedar. If you are able to follow that link, you should be able to get PDFs. If not, then just feel free to bask in the music, to lie together, to put your arm around somebody that you love, and to bring in Shabbat with us.
We are on page 11 in Cedar Lev Shalem. Lechu neranena,
Lechu neranena,
L'Adonai,
L'Adonai,
Naria,
Naria,
Letzur
Letzurishenu,
Nekadma Fana,
Nekadma Fana,
Betoda,
Betoda,
Bizmirot,
Bizmirot,
Narialo,
Narialo. Please join me. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena le'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena le'Adonai. Naria, Naria, letzurishenu, nekadma fana betoda. Naria, Naria, Letzurishenu, bizmirot nahiralo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena le'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena le'Adonai. Let's do it from the top. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena le'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena le'Adonai.
on page 12 at the arrow. Arbaim Shana,
Arba'im shana,
Akud Bedor,
akut bedor,
Omar,
va'omar,
Am Toilabavim,
va'am te'avavchem,
Vehem Lo Yadeu,
vehem lo ya'adeu,
Derachai,
derachai.
Asher Nishpati Vapi, Im Yevaun El Menuchati.
Psalm 96. Psalm 96 is found on page 13. Sing to Adonai, a new song. Yadai, 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 Yitzchachu Shemo, Basru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato, Sapru Vagoyim Kivodo, Bechol Amim Nivlotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, U'Me'olam Me'od, Norahu, I'll call Elohim, Ki Kol Elohei Hamim Elilim, V'Adonai Shamayim Asa, Hod V'Hadar Lefanav, Hod V'Tiferet B'Mikdasho, Havu L'Adonai Mishpachot Amim, Havu L'Adonai Kavod V'Hod, Havu L'Adonai Kvod Shemo, Zeo Milcha, Uvo U'Lechatzrotav. Page 14 at the marker. Yismechu Hashamayim,
ישמחו השמיים
V'tagel Haaretz,
ותגל הארץ,
Yiram Hayam,
ירם הים
Umelo,
ומלואו,
Yaloz Sadai,
יעלו שדי,
V'chol Asher Bo,
וכל אשר בו,
Aziranu,
אז ירננו,
Kol Atzei
כל
Ya'ar,
עצי יער,
B'fnei Adonai Kiva,
לאדוני קיבה,
Kiva Lishpot Haaretz.
איבה לשפוט הארץ,
Together, Yishpot Tevel B'tzedek Ve'amin Be'emunato. Psalm 97, found on page 15. Yai, 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 Adonai Malach Tagel Haaretz Yismechu Yim Rabim Anavarafel Sevivo Tzedek Umishpot Nechon Kiso Et lefanav telech Zarit zarav Hekiu Varakat tevel Ra'ata v'tachel Bottom of page 16. Or zaru el tzadik ulishrei lev simcha simchu tzadikim b'Adonai vehodu v'zecher kodsho.
page 17, we get to Psalm 98.
And then page 19, join us for Psalm 99. Adonai reigns, nations tremble. The one enthroned amidst the cherubim makes the world quake. Adonai is great in Zion above all nations. They shall acknowledge your name, saying, Great awe-inspiring Holy One. A sovereign strength lies in the love of justice, and you forge the paths of truth, judging Jacob righteously and justly. Exalt Adonai our God, bow down before God, the Holy One. And then if you join me at the bottom for Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehat kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehat kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehat kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehat. One more time. And ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehat kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vehishtachavu lehat kodsho.
We're on page 21, Psalm 29.
Here we go.
I want to say so far this has fulfilled a dream for me, which is being able to sing at the top of my lungs along with Amy and Carl and Leeav and have nobody else hear me but me. My wife and my baby and even the dog, I think, have retreated to a different part of the house. But I am having a great time just belting it out right here in the privacy of my living room. Hopefully the mute button is working successfully for everybody. L'chadu Di is a love song. It's a wedding song, and I'm actually speaking to you with right behind me our beautiful ketubah up on the wall. When I stand under the chuppah with a couple about to be married, quite often I reference a line that comes from a novelist who said that writing a novel is like driving at night. You can only see as far as the headlights shine, but you can make the entire trip that way. I say that to a couple as they're about to embark on the next stage of their life together, acknowledging that nobody knows the twists and turns and bumps and obstacles that will come on anybody's individual road. Certainly none of us would have imagined the ways in which our road collectively, as a society, as a whole world, has taken such an abrupt shift over these last couple of months. But I tell them that when you have love in your life, there is enough illumination that comes off of the two of you. There is enough light that shines to be able to guide you in the dark, to be able to make your steps firm, to give you a path, even through the darkest night. I want to invite you as we sing L'chadu Di, and we'll hear it in 3 different beautiful tunes from each of these 3 amazing musicians that we have joining us for this Shabbat service. I want to invite you to think as we sing about the sources of light in your life right now, the people who are throwing off an illumination that pushes back the darkness, the blessings that make it possible to keep putting one foot in front of the other as we make our way through this uncertain night. We'll sing together and we'll hold in heart and in mind all of the gratitude for all of those people, for all of those blessings that allow us to make our way through the dark. L'chadu Di begins on page 23.
L'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה l'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה או שמור וזכור בדיבורך השמיענו אל המיוחד אדוני אחד ושמו אחד לשם ולתפארת ולתתך l'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה l'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה או לקראת שבת לכו ונחה כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה l'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה l'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה או מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה קום יצא מתוך ההפכה רב לך שבט בעמק בקבחה והוא יחמול עלי חמלה l'chadu Di לקראת כלה פני שבת
לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעררים מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתי מי על ידי, בן ישי בית מלאכני, קורבה אל נפשי גלה. לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורף קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני עלייך תגלה. לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבשי ולא תקמי, מתש תכחי ומתחמי, בך יחסו עני ימי, ונבנתה עיר אל תלה. לכדודי לקראת קלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
Custom right now is to go and open the door to symbolically welcome in Shabbat personified as a lover, as a bride. We're all so cooped up in our own little spaces right now. But for a moment, if you're close enough to a door, to a window, open it up, feel the freshness of the cleanest air that Southern California has had in 50 years, and feel the presence of Shabbat making its way into our homes and into our hearts.
Shalom. We turn in our Cedar to Psalm 92, which is on page 27. We'll sing the top 5 lines together. This melody comes from Israeli, and they sing it on the beach in Tel Aviv. Mizmor shir liyom HaShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai. Mizmor shir liyom HaShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, lehagid baboker chazdecha, ve'emunatcha balilot. Mizmor shir liyom HaShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai. Mizmor shir liyom HaShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, ulezamer l'shimcha elyon, lehagid baboker chazdecha, ve'emunatcha balilot. We'll sing Mizmor Shir together one more time. Mizmor Shir liyom HaShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai. Mizmor Shir liyom HaShabbat, tov lahodot l'Adonai.
May the righteous thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Tzadik atahama yifra, ke'erez bavanon yizkeh, shetulim beveit Adonai behatrot Eloheinu yafrichu. Ozinuvon beseva, deshenim verananim yiyu lehagi ki yashar Adonai tsuri tsuri velo avlata bo.
I just sang the alto line with you, Carl. It was so fun. I look forward to getting to do that in person with you again soon. Read Psalm 93, the last psalm for Kabbalat Shabbat. It's on page 29 in Cedar Leeav Shalem. Adonai malach geut lavesh, lavesh Adonai oz hitazar aftikon tevel baltimo nachon kisacham me'az me'olam ata naseu ne'arot Adonai, naseu ne'arot kolam yiseu ne'arot doch yam mikolot mayim נאמנו מאוד לבית חנה בקודש אדוני לאורך ימים.
Once again, to those in the CBI community, to those in the HAU community, to those who found their way here, however you found your way here, Shabbat Shalom and welcome. And it is wonderful to get to spend Shabbat with you. In a few moments, we will have a Mishaberach prayer, a prayer for healing for those in our circles who are sick, and for the world in which so many people are right now struggling for their health. We'll have an opportunity to say Kaddish together, and we'll have an opportunity to light candles together. Before we do, though, I wanted to take this opportunity to tell a story. This is a story I heard first from Rabbi Ed Feinstein, really the greatest Jewish storyteller of our times. It's a story about diamonds and potatoes. Here's how it goes. Once upon a time, there was a Jewish family in some snowy village somewhere in Eastern Europe, like my family came from, who made their living, such as it was, by growing and harvesting a meager supply of potatoes. It was potatoes for breakfast and potatoes for lunch, potatoes for dinner, and Shabbat was made special with a potato kugel. They knew from potatoes and they had potatoes, but they didn't have much else. And there was a man in that village not so long ago who dreamed of a different life for himself and for his family. If only he had some wealth, if only he had some resources, he could put all these potatoes behind him. And so he dreamed and he hoped and he prayed, and one day a miracle happened. Into his hands appeared a map to an island of diamonds. An island of diamonds. He didn't know if it was real, but he had to find out, and he undertook a journey halfway across the world, and he found it. Landing on a new shore, he looks down in the sand and sees diamonds the size of a small fist lying everywhere. The beach is littered with gorgeous, shining diamonds. His eyes light up. Oh my gosh, I've found it. I am rich. And he starts eagerly scooping diamonds into a few large potato sacks that he had brought along with him. He barely notices as the inhabitants start to make their way out and watch this strange man scooping up the stones that are on their shore. Finally, he is distracted in the midst of his diamond mania by one who makes a small cough. He looks up, and the inhabitant of the land of diamonds says, "Whatever are you doing? Why are you gathering those worthless stones?" The man says, "Worthless stones, they're diamonds. Don't you know you are living in the richest island in the world?" And the local just laughs and says, "Diamonds, we have so many diamonds, we don't know what to do with them. Do you know what wealth is for us? Wealth is potatoes. If only we had some potatoes. What can we do with these diamonds? They're shiny and beautiful, but you can't fry them up. You can't bake them and put sour cream on them. They're no good for anything. Wealth here is judged in potatoes." The farmer says, "Well, I know from potatoes. Give me a moment." He rushes into the forest, and within a few minutes, he comes back with an armful of potatoes that he has found. And the people all cheer and lift him up on their shoulders and declare him to be the king of the island of the diamonds. And he reigns there many months. And then he starts to miss his family. And so he makes the arduous journey back home. He comes home to his surprised wife and announces, "I found it. I found the island of diamonds." She says, "Amazing. What did you bring back?" He said, I brought back the most precious thing I found there. And he reaches into his sack, which of course is stuffed full of potatoes. She takes one look at him, takes one look at the potatoes, thinks to herself, I married the world's biggest fool. Now, the story has a kind of sweet ending where after they dig up all of the potatoes, they find some diamonds clung to the bottom of the burlap, and that was enough to be able to get them at least to the middle class. But really, this is a story about how quickly we can lose track of the riches that we have all around us. You know, whoever thought that it was amazing that we could go to a grocery store and buy anything our hearts desired and bring it back without a second thought? That was an errand 2 months ago. Now, it seems like an impossible luxury. Who would have ever thought that we would live in a world in which to go to synagogue was simply impossible? That the only way that we could gather to pray is through our screens. There are many Saturday mornings when I, as a non-pulpit rabbi, very happily rolled back over in bed and said, I'll go next week. I never assumed there would be a time in my lifetime when I wouldn't have the option of getting out of bed and being with my people. I always assumed that if I got sick, God forbid, or if somebody I love got sick, that there would be a hospital bed for them and all of the medications and all of the machines that they could possibly need. And that, of course, it would be terrible and it would be scary, but that we would be taken care of. It wasn't so long ago that none of those things, the grocery stores, the fancy modern hospitals, the capacity as Jews to gather freely and safely whenever and wherever we want, to our potato picking ancestors back in those snowy shtetls, those were diamonds, impossible dreams. But for us, for you and me, they became as ordinary as the sand on the shore. They became as ordinary as the diamonds became to the people living on the island of diamonds. This period will pass. God willing, it will pass soon, but it will pass. And when it's over, the question will be whether we learned to be a little bit different, whether we learned to be a little more observant of the little and big miracles that surround us, whether we are more grateful because we have learned to the core of us that the things which surround us can actually disappear in an instant. And when we have them, they are so worthy of being celebrated. As a Jew, we're to wake up every single morning and the first words out of our mouth is commanded to be Modeh ani, Moda ani, I am grateful. I will say those words differently for the rest of my life because I lived through this time, and I suspect so will you. I suspect that someday our children and our grandchildren will think of the people who lived in this time, this generation, as a little bit weird because we're always talking about how thankful we are. We're always celebrating the trip to the grocery store or when somebody's checks into the hospital, and even though they're sick and we're worried, we know that they'll be taken care of. That we'll be the generation that hops out of bed to go to synagogue on a Saturday morning because we can. And they'll make fun of us. And you know what? I'm totally okay with that. If what this virus brings into our lives is a deeper gratitude, a persistent gratitude, an awareness of how tremendously blessed we are and will be again, then it won't be worth it. Nothing would make this loss of life worth it. But we will have used this experience to grow. And that's what's available to us. I bless us all that we emerge from this healthy and whole, and so much more aware and appreciative of the shiny, beautiful diamonds which make our world so extraordinary. God bless you all. Shabbat Shalom.
to sing the verse one time, and then I'm going to take a pause, and over the instrumental break, you guys, if you'd like out there to share a name of someone, a loved one who's sick right now, or if you just want to think of the people out there who are facing this, even if it's just a group of people, that's your time to whisper those words to the lips of your own mouth. Mi shebeirach Avoteinu Abraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Hu yevarech veYirapeh et hacholim. Avoteinu Abraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Hu yevarech veYirapeh et hacholim Hu yevarech veYirapeh et hacholim.
It was beautiful, Leeav. Asher Kalach. Mourner's Kaddish is found on page 30. I invite those who are in mourning or observing a yortzeit to rise and say Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba b'yalma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'vizman koriv v'yimru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mivorach La'olam ul'olmei olmaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitalev v'yithalal shemei dekudesha briachu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'yimeru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, V'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimeru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael, v'yal kol yoshvei tevel, v'yimeru. Amen. Turn on light candles.
Yeah, we're going to light candles. If you have Shabbat candles at home and want to join us, would love to know that that's happening. Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. From our family, wishing you all a peaceful and blessed Shabbat, wishing everybody good health and much happiness, and looking forward to seeing one another again in person sometime very soon.
Oh my God, that baby. Before we sing one final song, I just want to say a big thank you to Congregation B'nai Israel and to our Rav, Rabbi Eli Spitz, for allowing and championing us to do services like this as we have for the number of years, and for allowing in this strange time to try to do it in this creative way. So thank you so much. And also to Howard and Ellen Mirowitz for supporting HAL'LU, and for all those who have donated and given to HAL'LU, so that we can bring this to you, and Rabbi Greenwald and everything. So thank you so much. It's really a special thing to get to participate in. So thank you. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi HaSharet, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Boachem Leshalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Baruchuni Leshalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Tzedchem Leshalom, Malachi HaShalom, Malachi Elyon, Mi Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. You can find us again on this channel tomorrow. I'll be with Rabbi Eli Spitz at 10 o'clock in the main sanctuary at CBI. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.